Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to bring you a another Showcase Showdown. I'm going to try to get my setting powders and my bronzers in there together in the same video. And guys, I am sorry about my lighting. I know this is terrible, but the light that I use above my head, something happened to it. I don't know what happened to it. I couldn't tell you. I don't know. I am bummed about it. I'm ticked off. I tried all day to fix it and I can't, and I'm ticked. So I apologize. Bear with me. You know I've never had wonderful, spectacular lighting, so I'm still tinkering and placing my lights different places to get it right, and I can't get it right. I need help, but I'm just me. So anyway, let's start off. I'm going to start with my setting powders. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. There was one I wanted to leave out, but it was kind of like, I want to include it, but so I just said, well, I'll stick it in there. So first off, I'm going to start this. I just uploaded like literally 2 seconds ago. Uploaded a Walgreens, Walmart, and Ulta haul, and I bought this in the haul. This is the Tarte Smooth Operator Amazonian Clay Finishing Powder, Translucent Setting Powder. This stuff, guys, I am so happy that I bought this. I believe it was $35, $33, I'm not really sure. They also have like a pressed version. I mentioned in that haul, I think I go through pressed powders too quickly. If I find one that I like and, you know, I tend to use it more than the others, then I go through it too quickly. With a loose powder, I seem to not use it as quickly. Guys, I cannot explain to you all the feeling of this powder. This is so smooth. I mean, it is literally like colorless. I mean, you can see that I have it in the lid, and I mean, like, I am picking up as much product. I mean, you can see a little bit of a white cast, but when you put it on your skin, I mean, there's nothing there. But the smoothness of this, it literally feels like silk on your face. I can't describe it. It is amazing. Well worth the money. So glad. Got powder everywhere. So glad I bought this. This is by far 100% my favorite setting powder that I've ever owned. Love it. Next one is really a foundation, but on the days where I'm using a liquid foundation that maybe doesn't have a lot of coverage to it, and I kind of want to stay on the light side of things, I will use like a Ready Set Gorgeous foundation. It has decent coverage. I have that on today, but it doesn't have amazing coverage. I like to go in and set that kind with this. And I have some kind of funky, crusty stuff going on this. Anyway, this is the IT Cosmetics Celebration Foundation, and I have it in light medium. This is what it looks like. I have a crusty situation going on. I need to scrape that off, I guess. This offers coverage, but it is so nice. It is so nice. There it is. I don't think you'll be able to, because it matches me perfectly. Yeah, you might be able to. I don't know. This powder is amazing for setting your makeup and then adding just a tad bit more coverage. I have never used this by itself as a just foundation, so I don't know how it would do with that. Maybe I should try that out. I might love it. But as far as setting your makeup and adding just a little bit of coverage, it's amazing. The next one I have is the NYX HD Finishing Powder. This is in translucent. Looks like this. This is very creamy, and it has a white cast to it, but once you put it on your skin and blend it out, there's nothing. It is definitely not as smooth as this, but it's great for on the go. Like, I have a, hold on, let me get it. It's right here. This is the Laura Geller like travel brush, like this. I keep this and this in my purse. I will take this dust it off real good, and I will just go over my oily areas, and this zaps the oil without adding extra coverage. It doesn't cling to dry spots, not for me anyway. It doesn't give me that chalky appearance to where I put it. I don't do a lot of photography whatsoever, so I haven't noticed if it gives you a white cast or anything. I don't know. It's mineral based, but I do love it. It's cheap. I think this was like anywhere from $5 to $7 at Ulta. Love it. The next one is the e.l.f. High Definition Under Eye Setting Powder. Cannot live without this stuff. I'm almost gone, but I already have a backup bought. I think this is like $2, $3 at Walmart. It's just a little pot, and this stuff, I don't know if you can see it, it's just, you know, and it's completely clear, but this reminds me a lot in the feel, the texture, and everything of the Tarte Smooth Operator. I take this with my little Real Technique setting brush, dab it in the lid, and then I'll take this as my under eye setting powder, but I'll set it underneath my eyes to avoid the creasing. Then I'll take just a little bit more, and I'll go in circular motions right here where I have my pores, and it completely erases them. It is beautiful. I only really suffer with pores here in this area. You know, I do have pores other places, but they're not as big as these right here. This is amazing if you just take a little bit of it and dust it underneath here. You know, and I don't know, I need to compare it because I have the big e.l.f. HD powder. I don't know if this is any different. I don't know if it's milled any different. I need to do a comparison of that because I do go through this quickly. So I need to try to get my big e.l.f. HD powder for the face, the setting powder, and see if that might do it too. And I'm going to try to do the whole pore swirling it with the brush with this too, because I can imagine this would probably blow my socks off doing that. The next one is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. I have it in the shade 120. I love this stuff, Lord, I love this stuff. Gives just a tad bit of extra coverage, but not like full-on cake face, you know, because sometimes with foundation powders, if you add them as a setting powder, you can get cake face. This, I don't get full-on cake face, but it's just a beautiful powder to add just a touch of coverage and keep your oil at bay. I like to throw this in my purse too. Next one is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte. I have the shade, I don't remember what shade this is, and the sticker's gone. This is a very soft and smooth powder. Again, it's pretty much the same lines as the Fit Me. Tad bit of coverage without giving you cake face. Absolutely love it. This one is the Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder. I have the translucent extra coverage. I didn't pay attention to the translucent extra coverage part. I just picked it up, saw it, I went, oh, translucent, okay. Have I noticed any extra cover? A little bit. I mean, extra coverage a little bit, but not like, again, not like cake face. I got away from using this for a long time because of the smell. It is very much perfumed. Very much perfumed. Everybody wants to describe it as the old woman scent. And you'll have, this is probably the messiest powder I own too. I mean, it just gets, it gets everywhere. This is, see, gets everywhere. This is very fragrant, very fragrant. A lot of people use this to bake their under eyes, to bake their contour. I don't bake every single time I put my makeup on. If I'm wanting like full glam, you know, or if I got a little bit messy with my contour or something, I will. But I got away from using it because every time I put my makeup on, my eyes watered, and I figured that the scent might be doing it. But then I got back into using it for the baking, and I don't necessarily bake my under eyes. I don't really ever do that. But I do clean up my contour a lot because I go heavy-handed with it, and sometimes I end up with contour all the way down my face. So I do use this for baking that contour. And it does a great job, and I've noticed this doesn't leave a white cast on me like some of the other powders that I've used. So if you can get by the smell of it, then it's a really good setting powder. It's cheap, like $6-7 at Walmart. And the last setting powder, this is the one where I was like, I don't know if I want to put it in there or not. This is the Ready Set Gorgeous by CoverGirl. I have the shade 105 110. Again, this will give you just a little bit of coverage, but not, this is probably the least coverage out of these three, you know, powders. But it is just a nice, light, mattifying, not terribly mattifying. I mean, this is not like long wearing or anything like that. Sorry, I'm blinding you. But it just knocks the oil down, sets your makeup. It's just easy, breezy, beautiful CoverGirl. I didn't mean to do that, but it's just easy peasy, you know. Take a brush, and you're done, you know. So I like it. Next, I'm going to do bronzers, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bronzers. I'm going to really try to breeze through these because we're up to 11 minutes now. Number 1 is Hoola. Plain and simple, number 1. It's number 1 for a reason. Everybody loves this for a reason. As you can see, I have hit pan. I had pan on it quite a while ago, and I'm trying to use it very sparingly because I don't want to go buy another one. I've never noticed a scent with this one, though. I know everybody talks about Benefit's scented stuff. I guess that might just be the blushes. I don't have any other blushes, but absolutely love this bronzer. It's not too warm, not too cool. It's not crazy pigmented to where you can build it up, but you don't have to worry about going in there and going, oh my gosh, and have like bronzer face. So, and guys, excuse my nails. I got rid of the fake ones. They were getting on my nerves. And now these are breaking and chipping and ugly. Anyway, number 2 is the J. Cat Golden Soleil Baked Bronzer. I have 104 Cypress Clay. I got this at Ulta a while back, and you can tell it's much loved. It did have a dome on it, but I have worn it off. This is just a beautiful, beautiful bronzer. It looks really dark right there, but it's really not. This is another one of those bronzers that you can add to, and you know, I used it today to bronze up. Absolutely love this. Very cheap. I think it was like $3 or $4 at Ulta, maybe 5 tops. Absolutely love this. You can build it easy. It's pigmented, but not too pigmented, so you don't have to be scared to use it. Love it, love it, love it. Number 3 is the Tarte Park Avenue Princess Bronzer. I got this one. This is just like the mini trial version. I got this in an Ipsy bag. I don't remember how long ago, but I love this. It's got a little bit of sparkle to it when all I want to do is maybe bronze up. I don't necessarily want to contour. You can see it there on top. It's very light, got a little bit of sparkle to it. It's just a beautiful little kiss of bronzer, you know, make your skin look sun-kissed. Number 4 is the e.l.f. Golden Bronzer. This is the one that's got like all 4 colors in it. Absolutely love this. These are somewhat big enough to where you could dip into one if you had a small enough brush to do that with. Like if you use like an e.l.f. blush brush, you could dip into one of these at a time. I just go in and swirl them all together with a little powder brush. This does have quite a bit of shimmer to it, so this is a good one if you just want to add a little, like if you're not going to do some heavy contouring or anything, swirl your brush in there, slap it on, and it just gives you a nice sun-kissed glow. I do love it. The next one is the e.l.f. Contouring Blush and Bronzing Powder. This is in St. Lucia. Absolutely love this. You can see I've hit pan on the bronzer. Mine is quite old, so it's kind of hard and stiff, but it is somewhat of a darker bronzer, as you can see, but like I also like scrubbed my finger in there. It's a little bit more pigmented than some of the other ones, but you still don't have to be scared to go in and use this. The blush has, it's a nice matte bronzer too. For someone with darker skin, you know, medium to dark, could probably use that as a bronzer. I use it as a contour. The blush, here is the blush. Very, very, very pretty blush color, just natural peachy pink, just beautiful. I love this. This is the only one I can seem to find around in store. At all of the stores around me that sell e.l.f. is St. Lucia, or Luca, or whatever you want, however you want to say it. I can't find any of the other ones. I know there's several other ones, like some cream ones and stuff like that. I would love to try. I guess I just need to get on e.l.f.'s website and order me some. And the last one I'm going to talk about is the Laura Geller Balance and Bronze. That's what it looks like. It's got like kind of like your foundation-y up there and your bronzer down here, swirled with like pink and cream and white and little it's not even glitter. It's like just satin sheen. You don't see any flecks of glitter in this. The reason why I like this is because it's got the bronzer and it's got the powder, like the face powder with it. So when you swirl your brush in there, you're not getting overloaded with just bronzer. The face powder is there to lighten it up and make it more wearable. I'm swirling in both of them here, but it still does. It looks really dark on my finger, but it's not. I mean, it's a beautiful color. You do have to go a little bit light-handed with this because, as you can see, it can pick up quite a bit of product. But I did, in all fairness, I did sit there and do this for a minute. But it is a beautiful color. Beautiful. It's a tad bit on the warm side, but not so warm that I wouldn't contour with it. If I needed to. I have plenty of other contour powders that I'd rather use, but if I needed to, like if I'd thrown this in my bag and this is all I had, I could contour with this. So that is my setting powders and my bronzers. Love these. I recommend any of these to you guys, but honestly, my favorite out of all of these products is this one. I cannot recommend this enough to you guys. You have to go get it. So yeah, that is my video, and I will warn you, you will be seeing this a lot because I am trying to bust as many of these videos out as I can today. So yeah, I will talk to you guys later. Comment down below on if you've tried any of these or what your favorite setting powder or bronzer is. Let us all know, and like this video if you're liking this Showcase Showdown series, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye guys.